evening.
Good evening, how you doing, Peter?
I'm good, how are you getting on tonight?
Not bad. A little bit flustered, actually.
Are you?
A wee bit. I had to do a recording for a band supper, and I don't know how many bloopers I
Right.
took. There was quite a few. So.
Do you know,
I need to-
have you ever noticed that the tune that you feel quite confident about and you got to
Yeah.
do it, that's the one that you end up having to record about 20 times?
I've got a terrible story about piping Highland Laddie at Rannoch Games a few years ago when I first did it, and I made a right boorick of it. Terrible day.
Oh.
Horrible day. Gives me nightmares. Jean Swanson, she'll remember that day.
Oh, I'll say. Something you would wish to forget.
I hope so. How you doing? How's your week? You still teaching online?
Yeah, it's been a bit up and down. Internet's been a bit funny, platforms have been a bit funny. But we're getting there. It's just, I think this lockdown, I think there's an awful lot more people using educational internet than there was the first lockdown. I think everybody's got so clued up on it now that they're all piling in there and using it, and it's hard for the system to cope, So anyway, folks, hello, good evening. Ross and I blathering away here. Very nice to have so many people joining us for a wee Wednesday night. This is the night we reveal guests to you who we're going to have on Sunday. Well, we're going to reveal one guest. We're actually still working on another guest. Due to kind of unforeseen circumstances where we've had to have a wee cancellation, and but we're going to work around all that just fine. So if we did manage to get somebody like that, Ross has agreed to do Highland dancing and Tam O'Shanter. He's going to recite Tam O'Shanter
At the same time as Highland dancing.
at the same time as dancing. Yeah. And I'll address the Haggai, and because I quite like stabbing the haggis and seeing it burst and things. And did I ever tell you about the time I had to take a caseload of haggis to Bangladesh? About 30 years ago, a caseload of haggis and smoked salmon. That's when you could do things like that. And it got lost. The suitcase got lost, and it turned up 4 days after we did in Bangladesh, and it had been sitting on the runway in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine it was walking itself.
Yeah.
There's Grace now. This is actually a Philip Bryden Peterson's accordion. I've just borrowed it tonight because it was sitting here. And it's a Brandoni. Somebody's put on, is that a Brandoni? Yeah, but it belongs to Bryden. I hope you're doing well, Bryden. If you happen to be watching it there, it'd be great if you could join us some night. So we're going to do that tonight. So, that's the famous Burns suppers. Yeah. The other one we done was there was this English chef, and he used to get on to us that we couldn't drink whiskey. So what we done, when it gets to the bit where you toast the haggis, and there's the chef, the piper, and whoever's addressed the haggis. So we got 3 half-pint tumblers, and we filled 2 of them with cold tea, and 1 of them with malt whiskey. And guess this chef got the malt whiskey. And we were standing there downing it, and he was, that kind of gagging, kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
But he couldn't give up because we had downed ours in a winner, so we never heard a thing from that man ever again.
No. I remember the Burn Suppers in the Black Watch. You'd come in and you'd be piping a big set, and then you'd go up to the regimental sergeant major at the top table, and your mouth would be dry from performing, and then you'd get this enormous big quaich that he had, and it was just about full to the brim with just whatever. Peachy was the regimental sergeant major at the time, and I remember you had to kiss the bottom of the quaich.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was hard work. And then you'd be marching out of there at the fastest you could march to get fresh
right
air.
out the door. Right out the door. Hello to Alistair McCush there that just came up on the screen. Great to see Alistair. Alistair's involved with film companies and all sorts of things nowadays. But it was Alistair had the Black Rose Cayley band. It was a band that I used to listen to a lot when I was young. And great player. Alistair's a stunning player, so it's really good to see him up. Right, well, I think I'll start off with a wee couple of tunes tonight and the wee Brandoni for a change.
It's nice that red suits you, Peter.
Do you think so? This is a bonny wee box. This it was at Bryden's, and he gave me. He's an awful nice man. He gave me it for a loan of a pupil to play. That didn't have one for a while. So send it up here for a while. So anyway,
What are you playing tonight?
I hadn't really thought about it yet, but this wee box does like pipe music. So I think we'll play. We'll start off with Angus McKinnon and see where we go for there. I think that'll be good. Some 6/8s. There we go.
Take it away, Pete. Very good. Was the Galaxy?
One big 6/8 and three wee ones.
That's Davy Hunter. Was there one of them the Glasgow Galaxy?
McDonald's Away to the Wars, the Glasgow Galaxy Society, and Neil Flaherty's Drake, the last one.
Brilliant. That's great. I love that Glasgow Galaxy Society. That's a great tune.
That was a great night we had last Sunday night as well. Really nice guests, Anna Wendy Stevenson and Mick McNeil from Simple Minds. That was a great night.
Yeah, really good.
It's really interesting finding out how Mick wrote a lot of the rock hits originally in the accordion.
Good.
Took it further.
Aye, and you could have easily spoke to him for a number of shows. I think there's some great stories.
Are you going to give us a wee set of tunes?
I am actually, well remembered. I'm going to play some 2/4s, just Hawes of Cromdale, Drunken Piper, No Such Thing, and Greenwood Side. There you go. I'll take these off.
Magic. Excellent, Ross. Lovely.
Cheers, man.
Sounding very nice. Very, very nice.
Thank you very much.
Sounding good.
Yeah. You notice I've got the kilt on tonight.
I noticed that. I noticed that. You got the kilt on.
That wee video. I did a wee video just before.
Is that the McNaughton one?
That's the McNaughton kilt.
There's somebody asking if you'd boycott and go.
How cruel is the snow? That
You
one.
do it for them.
Of course I would.
Go on now.
There we go. Who was it that asked for that anyway? Alan Swinson.
Swinson, aye.
Here you go, Alan. Where are you from? And I'll play this for you.
Brilliant. Lovely, lovely. The Massacre of Glencoe. There we go.
There we go. A great version of that by Andy Chung as well. Look up Andy Chung's version of.
Sorry, I was frantically waving at you there, but it was just that you.
I thought you were going to
forgot the
dance.
microphone.
I thought you were going
What?
to dance. I thought you were going to dance for me.
We'll save that for later. Somebody asked for something fast, so I'll, since we're just on now for a wee while, then I'll do a couple of fast.
Good stuff.
Here's one called the Turf Skittish. And then I'll go into, for the Turf Skittish, we'll go into Moving Cloud.
Great.
So, some people call it Moving Bog. In Ireland, they call it Moving Bog.
Alright.
I think that's generally after a good curry. And then the last one's Jean's Reel by Bobby McLeod. So I'll play them tonight, and that'll do us. And then we'll tell you who we've got coming on. Cool. Here we go.
Right, Pete. cloud to add version I know, but it's nice.
Good stuff.
Good, eh?
There we are. Great.
Mhm.
So did you say you were piping big pipes for a burn supper?
But a bun supper, Rory the butcher that you usually see that joins in with the show, and the local whisky merchant Ewan Robertson in Pitlochry are joining
Oh.
together to do a local bun supper, a very good one.
Great stuff. Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our quick blast tonight to tell you who we had on. We had, as I said, last week we had a brilliant night with Anna Wendy and Mick McNeil. We had a great time. This weekend, we have a great old pal of mine, Roddy Matthews from Northumberland, coming on. Roddy plays the fiddle. He's an absolutely excellent composer. He's got bookloads of tunes, loads of recordings, been all over the place. So it's going to be great to have him on. Now, I think his father was a very famous Northumbrian piper, Ross, so that's something that might interest you a bit too.
Yeah, it does. Uh-huh.
Ever tried the Northumbrian pipes?
I've had a go. They're quite staccato. And
Oh yeah, no, I have.
but they're lovely. I think they're beautiful.
I got a loaning a set for the school once, and I brought them home and tried for about 5 minutes, and then put them in the loft for about 3 years. Then
They're
took them
beautiful
back to the
pipes,
school.
Uh-huh.
But never mind. Whose birthday is it?
Paul Messenger, 60, or is it 160? 60. If it's 160,
Oh,
it'll be
brilliant.
vaccinated. Well done. Happy birthday, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Happy birthday. So we've got Roddy coming on with us on Sunday night, and then we do have another guest in the pipeline. We've just got to sort out a few wee technicalities, but it's going to be well worth watching. And if we can't work that out, as I said, Ross will dance with his kilt on, and I'll do the hokey cokey or something. It's all right. We'll fill in the night.
Okay.
We could do a few shots for our calendar. We could do a few poses.
Yeah.
We
The
could
pose with the most amount of clap emojis.
Yeah,
That's in the
we could
calendar
do
for next
a few
year.
different poses to let folks see what they would like to really see
Or not
on the
see.
calendar when we release it.
Or not see.
Or not see, yeah. Anyway, folks, so that's a Sunday night. Remember, we'll be live. 2 channels on Facebook. We'll be on Tunes in the House, Tartan Tunes, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And thank you to Karen for getting that backstage again for us. We're working all the time, folks, trying to get the sound better and better and better for you. I think we've come across a few things that's made it much better than the last show. And so we'll be... Is that woohoo for Roddy Matthews coming on, or is that yoo-hoo for us calendar poses? Oh dear. Okay.
I'm just looking
That'll
at
be
the messages up the screen there. We've got the Czech Republic, we've got Utah and America. It's great to see all these
Oh, fantastic.
different places.
America will be
Yeah.
a big celebrations there tonight. New president in America. So that'll be...
I heard something
cool.
about that.
You heard something about it. You saw something in the news.
Yeah.
So that's that. So hopefully you can join us, folks, on Sunday night. We'll be on the usual time, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock onwards for Tartan Tunes.
Mhm.
And also remember, folks, go and have a look at our YouTube channel. All the old shows are on there, and I've been putting new videos on this week from past guests, Gary Ennis and Man Ran and Thomas Callister. There's a lot of new videos on there. And I would highly recommend Imar's book. If you've got it, I've played a couple of tunes out of that today, actually. Smashing tunes. And just a wee flavour of different with that wee Islay man bit in amongst it all. So it was quite good. So plans for tomorrow? You got snow? Have you got snow again?
We've got snow, but it's thawing. It's quite wet and heavy, but it's due to snow again by the weekend, they say.
I think we're going to get hit with a big gale tomorrow. It's looking like it's going to come a bit fierce from the north. So hopefully we'll see at the weekend. So that might be the swimming off the cards in the sea tomorrow. So.
Well, I seen that video you posted with the, what they call them, white horses. Is that what you call the waves coming in, the rollers?
Ah, they're cool. Good fun. The only problem with them is you don't know when a killer whale's sneaking up on you.
Not for me. Not for me. I just want to say something, Peter, before we wrap up on this, on the messages there. Jim Bowie, he is the father of Stuart Bowie, a very good friend of mine, and myself and Stuart were in the Black Watches Pipers, and I think Stuart was actually on that night, he piping for the burnt supper with the scary whiskies. So
Brilliant.
It's great to see these names and have we links to them also. Hello, Jim.
Yeah, it's great. It's great fun. Because it's changing a wee bit just now. People are, this lockdown, it's slightly different for the last one. We're in a different place, we're doing different things. People are getting used to it, people are hoping to get through it all and getting the vaccines going. But we'll still be here. I think we'll soldier on even though this is all over. I think that's what we're going to do. So anyway, folks, thank you very much for listening to us drivelling on there for a wee while. And by the way, I just wanted to say one thing before we finish as well. I see an angry face there. I got an angry face in one of my broadcasts the other day as well, yesterday, and somebody said they didn't like me or something like that. Or something. So I did just point out that they always have the option to switch it off. You know, maybe switch off and watch something else if you didn't like it. Do you not think?
Mm-hmm.
It's disappeared. You hear us?
I don't know. I can hear you fine. A wee bit crackly.
Yeah. But there we go. We try our best and we do it all for nothing. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. One of the other names that's just popped up there is Otto Sanderson, and I know he's heavily involved in bringing out a new whiskey podcast with two of his friends.
All right.
Alex Thompson and Alistair Milne. I think it's Alistair Milne. Maybe Otto can correct me there and maybe tell us what the name of that is. That'll be good. That's a new whiskey podcast that's going to be coming out very, very soon.
Great. Right. We'll maybe have to chat to them sometime.
Yeah, we'll chat to them. We'll get them.
That'll be good.
Their link up.
Brilliant. Right. Well, anyway, folks, we'll leave that tonight, and we shall catch you soon. So it's good night for me.
And a good night from him. I nearly got it wrong tonight.
I got it. I've got it right 2 times in a row now.
Yeah, good stuff. Right, have a good week, Peter. I'll see you on Sunday, pal.
Yeah,
but there we go. That kiln cast there it is there.
There we go. That's it. Cool.
Well done, Otto.
Right, see you soon, folks.
See you later on.